Can't do much without her. She does everything for us. HanaLyn! Should have wore a Walkaway shirt. Where your Walkaway shirt?
I got my Freedom shirt on thanks to Colvin Noir, and I got my HQL. So, I was born in Baltimore. I live in the county, but I love Baltimore, and I'm so grateful that Brandon has brought Walkaway to Baltimore. I have a poem to share with you. It's called Revolutionary. And earlier, when Joy kicked us off, she said that we are in the midst of another revolution. So, I just want to share briefly. A few years ago, I was told that it was an insult for me to compliment my husband, or even to say that I loved him, because I was a white woman and he was a black man. And therefore, anything that I said to him was inherently condescending, because I was told I would always be in the position of a slave owner, and my husband would always be in the position of a slave. And that our entire relationship existed only within the confines of that power dynamic. There could be no genuine love. There could be no mutual respect between us as equals. That was 13 years ago, and that was considered to be a fringe ideology. Today, that is essentially the platform of the Democrat Party. So I walked away from the racism of the left that declares that there can be no authentic relationships between people of different races, that claims that the only value that we can find is in our collective group identity as either oppressor or oppressed, and not as individuals who respect and love one another. I reject the idea that as individuals, our authenticity is determined solely by whether we accept the ideology of the Democrat Party. And I walked away from a party that believes that their only source of power is in dividing us by class, by race, by sex, so that we only see each other as enemies instead of as fellow Americans who are united and equal participants in this great American experiment for human freedom. So you have people across the country tearing down monuments, burning down courthouses, and they think that they are starting a revolution. But the real revolution is in authenticity. The real revolution is in refusing to be silenced by the mob, in speaking truth even when it is unpopular, in choosing who you love regardless of sex or skin color, and in standing up and daring to declare that you are an independent thinker. This is the revolution. This is revolution. My lover does not lock his hair. It waves like the sea. And yet he can unlock mysteries inside of me. And maybe he doesn't reach out to Africa the way he should, afraid to embrace a mother he's never known. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't see the good in his own people. He is a black man, and he is a strong man, although sometimes he stumbles. And if I am the one he leans on, then I must be strong, even if my color is wrong. They say it don't rub off, but I think they lie. For I have cried every tear that he has cried, licked them from his eyes, and tasted his suffering, borne his oppression upon my back, and given birth to his despair, and still my lover does not lock his hair. But he has run his fingers through mine and called me beautiful. And if he told you that in some poem he's fat, would you doubt him, condemn him with your eyes, or criticize his size if he declared how bright that she's not just damn near, but damn, she's white? Too many brothers are too quick to step to me, but won't step to the mic with any authenticity. Talking about revolution and down with the system, but won't risk looking politically incorrect before conventional wisdom. But if every revolutionary act is an act of love, then our love is a revolution. And our children will change the world simply by being born into it. Change the world by uniting worlds so that there will be no white history or black history, but their history, where Norwegian princes dance with Nubian queens across blue-eyed oceans and Puerto Rican skies. And would you judge them too and prepare your attack? Too nappy to be white, too light-skinned to be black, and if they too chose not to lock their hair, would you care? Put it in a palm and tear them apart. You see, it don't matter what you wear on your head, what counts comes from your heart. So no, my lover's hair may not be locked. It waves like the sea, and yet he can unlock mysteries inside of me, and together, we can change the world. God bless America.
Thank you, HanaLyn. So we're about to wrap up. I want to thank everybody.